absolutely life-changing in every single way. You know, at the center of all of it at the time was the fact that we had lost Jonathan Larson so suddenly and tragically. So, you know, as exciting as it was to be in this huge hit and all the stuff that was happening around it, at the core of the experience was this profound loss that we were all experiencing that really kept us, I think, so connected to one another, connected to the piece, connected to Jonathan, connected to the fan community, connected to what it was doing in the world. I think we would have had that anyway to some degree, but it just, you know, the circumstances just made it, you know, even deeper into our souls.
Right.
And, you know, to be a part of something that has had a lasting and profound effect on so many people around the world, there's nothing quite like it.
Right.
I actually just saw the new production last night for the first time.
Yes. Mark Cohen's totally different now.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, he's actually so much like Jonathan, I think, in some ways.
He looks like him.
Which makes a lot of sense. But, you know, every time, I've seen it several times over the years in many different incarnations, and every time there's always things that continue to blow me away, even after all of these years, and even after all of this time, and even after all of this experience of being in it.
Yes.
That it is still incredibly powerful and moving.
Absolutely.
And beautiful and funny and all the things, you know.
Do you have a favorite song in the show? I mean, obviously there's so many. I love every song in the show.
You know, so I think the ones that move me the most generally are Will I, and the Uncovered Reprise, and Finale.
Right.
Without You. I mean, there's just, you start saying one of them.
Right. And what is it like to work with Idina Menzel, Taye Diggs, the original cast, Adam Pascal?
No, they were great. I mean, it was like, I remember seeing Idina in a little gig that she did downtown while we were in rehearsal, and there were like maybe 15 people there.
Really?
You know, and she was singing her face off, and so raw, and, you know, we were all pretty young, and
yes,
but she had that voice, and it's like, there's no accident she's a superstar.
Right, sure.
She's always been that incredible. And recently I just did a reading of a new piece with her, and
what is it called?
She's just even more fully grown into herself as an artist. It's just amazing to witness, you know.
That's great.
I'm honestly not sure if I'm totally at liberty to say what it's called, because it's still so early in development.
Got it,
you know,
okay.
But it's suffice to say that if and when it ever sees the light of day, which I can't imagine it won't because it's really good, she will knock people away. I mean, she'll just blow people away.
Right, and now she's on Glee. She's like starring in that television show.
Yeah.
Kristen Chenoweth is as well. So they, you know, which is kind of weird that they're both, you know, doing that. And do you have any aspirations to be on television, or you love obviously living in New York?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say no categorically, but I'm not that interested in the abstract just to do a TV show.
Sure.
You know, just to do a TV show. I've been fortunate enough to be able to be kind of picky, and
that's great.
You know, I don't have to hustle a lot.
Right. And the Rent film was really well done.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I mean, I like those environments when it's a good group of people.
Yes.
It's good material, but you know, the television world and film world can be kind of like, you can sometimes be like this little cog in this huge machine, and that's not really why I do this. So,
sure.
You know, it would have to be the right kind of circumstance. Although I will say that TV has more and more artistically very ambitious and fulfilling projects going on now more than ever before, I think. So it's not like it's a wasteland, but by any means.
Right.
But it's in terms of like lifestyle of when you're on a TV show, especially like a 22 episode network TV show, it really is like 9 months out of the year that you are completely consumed by that. So it's just, you're paid well, but it's, you know, but it definitely, it makes your life take on a whole other quality of you know, the long hours, and you know, we just have to make all sorts of adjustments.
Right. Well, at least I hear you're going to be in another show coming up.
Yeah, I'm doing a really wonderful modern Irish play called Daedalus Lounge. It's about 3 friends who live in Dublin, and they've known each other for about 15 years, and they're at sort of a turning point in their relationship. And it's really, really well written character piece.
That's great. How do people get tickets to see that?
I don't even know, like the web, I guess, but I don't.
Okay. When is it coming? When is it opening?
It's in January 12th is the opening, and it's just running for like 3 weeks.
Okay. It's at Symphony Space?
No, it's at InterArt.
InterArt.
Women's InterArt on 52nd and 10th.
Okay. Well,
and it's a really wonderful, intimate space. And because it's an intimate space, there's not a lot of seats, so it means if you're interested, get your tickets.
Okay, great.
But it's a play very much about what it's like to be young today, and with all of the, but with real depth and heart. It's not just sort of shallow young people play.
That's fantastic. Well, I don't think you do anything that didn't have a lot of depth or heart.
Thank you.
So, and also you have albino. You're albino.
Albino kid.
Yes.
That's sort of like my little private name for the band when I'm doing music stuff.
Is it because you're so fair?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a playwright that I worked with years ago, Nikki Silver, who called me his little pumpkin-headed albino.
Oh.
So, and so I like to play with that a little.
That's really cool. Well, you're one of the greatest singers on Broadway ever.
Thank you.
So I hope to see you in more musicals too.
Thank you. There's actually 3 songs in this play. I'm going to sing 3 songs in this play that I'm.
Oh, really?
My character is obsessed with Freddie Mercury, and he's written songs sort of in tribute to Queen.
That's really I have to see this play. Freddie Mercury is one of my favorites. Oh, really?
He's grown a mustache, and right now I don't want to wear just a mustache.
Are you singing "We Are the Champions"?
No. There's songs that are sort of inspired by that song and other songs.
Okay.
So.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much, Anthony Rapp.